Hi, welcome to Geek Out with Jane. Today we're going to talk about mercury and seafood. I'm a big fan of seafood and a big believer that fish is great for our brains and our health. But as most people, I've also heard about the dangers of mercury in seafood and mercury poisoning being a huge concern, especially for children. So being as curious as I am, I looked up what the experts had to say about it so I can make an informed decision, mainly for myself. So I'm sharing a summary of a few articles I found helpful, and I hope that would be helpful to you as well. The solution to mercury in seafood appears to be selenium. Selenium binds to mercury atoms, and when that happens, that mercury can no longer be absorbed by tissues in our bodies, such as our brains. And in that way, selenium protects us against mercury. A longtime selenium researcher called Nicholas Ralston puts it this way. Think of selenium as your income and mercury as a bill that you need to pay. As long as you have enough income, then paying the bill is no problem. Consuming enough selenium also makes fish immune to the toxic effects of mercury too. Tuna, for example, protects itself by taking in an atom of selenium for every atom of mercury. It seems that with increasing levels of mercury, selenium levels also increased. In a pretty unique study, scientists analyzed samples from tuna in the 19th century, that's over 200 years ago, and tuna from 2002, and both were found to contain similar levels of mercury and similar protective levels of selenium as well. Other experiments show that animals carrying toxic levels of mercury in their tissues may remain unaffected if they're treated with selenium. So looks like as long as the fish we eat contain more selenium than mercury, then it is safe to eat. And that's the case for most ocean fish. What about freshwater fish, which a lot more people consume here in China? Well, unfortunately, a lot less research has been done on freshwater fish, and those that have been are very highly region-specific, so there's very limited information available. But many experts still believe that freshwater fish in general are safe to eat too, though they tend to contain lower levels of selenium in general compared to ocean fish. Nevertheless, we can be wise and take precautions in choosing what type of fish to eat, especially when it comes to ocean fish. Since mercury accumulates in the muscles of fish, larger fish that feed on smaller fish and tend to live for longer periods of time, those are the fish that usually store up larger concentrations of mercury. So to be safe, we just need to avoid these few species of fish: swordfish, shark, tilefish, king mackerel, and pilot whale. Maybe whale in general. And we can also increase our selenium intake in general. So that means eating more ocean fish, but also other food sources such as organ meats like liver and Brazil nuts. So here's the grand conclusion I came to for myself. Fish is packed with very, very beneficial nutrients. Remember omega-3s? And eating fish is much safer than not eating fish. So as of now, I'll continue to eat my fish, just being mindful as well of what type of fish I'm eating, especially the ones that I consume regularly.
Hello， 我是 Helen， 她是 Jane。在我快病倒的时候 ，Jane 用食物救了我。从此，我们开始将食物治愈的能力分享给更多人。我们还在公众号里做了一期关于 AIP 的视频课，希望我们的努力会对您或您的家人朋友有帮助。